Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to be talking about a strange issue that I encountered while trying to do a brake job on my sister's GLE350d. The GLE350d was only available in 2016 for the Canadian market. It was not available in the US market, and so when it comes time to finding parts for it, it's a little tricky. You see, because normally I go Rock Auto, SCP Euro, and I just buy aftermarket parts. And you just put in the original part number, and voila, you have the parts that you need at a fraction of the price that the dealer would charge you. Problem is there's not a lot of info out there. The info that I did find, it basically led me to have no search results when I typed in the part numbers on FCP Euro and Rock Auto. I asked FCP Euro about this, and they said basically, sorry, we don't have the brake parts for you available at all. They just didn't exist. They just didn't have it. Said, sorry, can't help you. So I was left scratching my head like, what's the difference? Why is it not available anywhere? Is it really any different than, say, an older ML350? Is it, did they change something in the clips or the anti-rattle, something like that? And the conclusion that I had is they basically just kind of give you a different part number irritatingly so that you just can't find it anywhere and you have to go to the dealer and fork out a premium for the parts over there. I ended up taking a bit of a gamble, and I ordered brake parts from GLE400 for the rotors and parts for an old ML350, and I got the brands and the models that I wanted. We ended up going with I think Pagid for the rotors, which made in China they ended up being, but still sort of brand name, more brand name than some of the other stuff that you find in Rock Auto. And for the brake pads, we ended up going with Akebono Euro ceramic, so the low dust option, because, well, my sister never cleans her car, so it's better to have those than to have the original ones anyways. And then also sensors were included with the Akebono brake pads, which is a nice touch. So this video overall is going to be just an overview of the brake job that I did on the car. It's basically like any other brake job, except for the fact that there's a little bit of glue on the brake pad of like the original brake pads, so you just have to remove that. And other than that, virtually like any other brake job you've ever done. There's no special parts, there's no modification required, just slap on the parts and save some money, drive on. So with that in mind, enjoy the video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Look at that, actually on the outside it's actually worse than the inside. And this one just unclips. I think I broke it. You can't reuse this. We were gonna regroove it, but unfortunately, no. So this is adhesive over here that they use from factory. We gotta remove the rest of it. I don't even have to, but it's better if you remove all this glue. These we gotta probably squeeze a little bit more because it's still a little too far out. And the next thing we gotta do after that is remove the bracket. Take 17. So here are the old versus new brake pads. You can see just how much thicker the new ones are. These are Akebono Euro brake pads, ceramic, so no dust, or low dust at least. You want to make sure that they have two different backing plates on them. So this one has the one with the hooks for the pistons. This side just has the adhesive from factory. Here are your part numbers in case you were curious for what that part number is. I'll show you on a clip right now what the Mercedes dealer quoted me and how much those costed. And then these were significantly cheaper than that. I also wanted to say something else. Rotors, they're very easy to come by. They're the same ones that you get. So this is GLE350d. GLE400 has basically the same rotors as this. So you can basically cross-reference that on Rock Auto. But unfortunately, there aren't that many options on Rock Auto for the GLE350d. So we ended up just kind of going with these Akebonos that are compatible with an ML, an older ML 350, 2012, I believe. And they work the trick. They're working fine on the other side. So you can go with those safely. I'll put the part numbers in the description for you, and you'll be able to figure out basically pretty easily what to get for your own GLE 350d in case you have one of these few cars that were delivered to Canada. Other than that, let's get back to work. So here you can see the rotor. This is an original rotor with about 78,000 kilometers on it. So you can see that this rotor here, it has a lip. So it's very difficult to show it on camera, but basically this rotor here is worn out to the point where it should no longer be reused. It's quite a pronounced lip on both sides. And you can see the grooves are pretty packed up, so it's time to replace it. Okay. So right now we're going to take off this dust shield. This is optional, but we like our things quite clean around here. We're going to hit this with some pretty heavy duty cleaners and basically spray paint it to prevent it from corroding again. And then we're going to also clean up the control arms a little bit, and then put this all back on. And then a mandatory step will be basically to clean this surface of the hub off to prevent the rotor from being sort of misaligned, which will cause a vibration later. So basically we're going to hit this with some sandpaper and some heavy duty cleaners, and apply maybe a little bit of lubricant on there just to prevent it from corroding, and then screw back in and reassemble everything. Brake pads ride nice and smooth. Torque it.
Another glove.
Glove.
Another day, another glove.
Yep. Actually, see that? How it fell in to the hole? Now you basically just go. Good.
Good old Bessie.
Good old Bessie.
Let's put the wheels back on and let's get some beer.
Say hello.
Hello. Before we start the vehicle and drive off, we're gonna first pump the brakes a few times, get some pressure to build up because the brakes are basically expanded right now and we need to basically compress them so that when we step on the brake, it actually activates the brakes and stops. So what we're gonna do right now is I'm just gonna probably press it a few times. I turn on the light. See, I went to the floor. Okay, so we're pretty much good now. We're gonna start it up.